Guys, I have a green eyeshadow look for you today featuring the Kat Von D Vida Loca palette and the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. If you're interested in getting this look, keep watching. I'm going to start by priming my face with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I just recently picked this up at Target for like $15.99 and I really like it as a base for my foundation. It's really weightless and almost kind of feels like a moisturizer. But I'm just going to pat that in with my hand. And just to let you know, I didn't cut my hair or anything. It's pulled back in a clip. I actually just recently got a perm. Now I'm going to take the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. I think it's in the shade Vanilla. I'll put it down in the description bar below. I'm not quite certain. And a Morphe buffer / stippling brush. And I'm going to buff that in all over my face. I also picked up this new foundation at Target when I bought the Angel Veil Primer, and I really like it. It matches my skin tone pretty well, just a tad dark, and I do usually set it with some powder because it is on the dewy side and I like a matte foundation. Next, taking the Airspun Original Loose Powder, which I picked this up at Walgreens. I actually sought it out, and this is the first time me using it here in this tutorial. I'm going to take a Morphe G0 brush, which is like a huge fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. This powder does smell amazing. Just to let you know, I've heard people comment on the scent, but to me it just smells like cotton candy. It smells so good. Next, taking a Jordanna eyebrow pencil. I think it's in the shade Medium Brown. I'm going to lightly fill in my eyebrows, not anything too dramatic, just lightly filling them in with a pencil. And then I'm going to take the little brush that came with the pencil and run it over my eyebrows to evenly distribute the product and make the color look a little more buffed out. That way it doesn't look all too dark in one area and too light in another. Next, taking my NYX Jumbo eye pencil in Milk and a short shader brush by BH Cosmetics, I'm going to put this all over my lid and into the lower part of my crease. Taking a Morphe E23 like a blending brush, I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Vice 4 palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade, I think it's Framed. It's like a very muted soft tan color. I am going to apply that right above where I put the jumbo pencil all throughout the crease. Next, taking my Morphe E17, it's a more precise blending brush. I'm going to take the color Delete, which is a dark matte brown from the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. It's a little more of a cooler, deep brown. I'm going to run that through the middle of my crease, and I'm going to keep blending it out with the fluffy blending brush. I'm blending it upwards and then building it up again to diffuse the color throughout my crease. Next, going into my Kat Von D Vida Loca palette, I'm going to take this shade Lippie, which is like a satin dark green color with a slight shimmer, on a Morphe M506 brush, which is a really small tapered brush. It's meant for precision, in my opinion. And I'm taking this dark green color and I'm building it in the lower part of the crease, right under where I diffuse Delete. And again, the same process. I'm taking my fluffier blending brush, blending it all out and building it up over and over in that part of the crease. I want the shininess or the slight kind of gold shimmer to show after I'm done building it up, but I also want to diffuse it into Delete. So I keep applying Lippie and Delete and blending them both over and over again. Again, on the BH Cosmetics short shader brush, I'm going to apply the Jumbo eye pencil in Milk all over the lid again, taking it into a dome shape, which is very flattering on hooded eyes. It's a little higher in the middle and then slopes downward. This means that the pencil is being applied slightly into the shade Lemmy to give me a little bit of an arch. Then on a Morphe shader brush, I'm going to go into the shade Vinyl from my Kat Von D palette. It's a Morphe E32. It's a dense, thick shader brush. I'm picking up that lime green, it's like an electric green shade, and I'm using patting motions to apply that everywhere that I put the Jumbo pencil in Milk. Just patting it down gives me the best color payoff compared to like swiping a brush. Then taking another fluffier brush, I'm going to slightly blend where Lemmy and Vinyl meet in my crease, just so there's no harsh lines left by accident. Next, going back into the shade Lemmy from my Kat Von D palette, I'm going to take the Morphe 506 brush and really intensify that again in my crease. I lost it a little bit when I applied my Milk Jumbo eye pencil in my lid shade, because again, I want that gold shimmer to show through, then slightly blending the edge with a fluffy brush. Next, using the Jordanna Cat Eyeliner in the shade Black. I wasn't quite sure how to open it because it was my first time using it. I'm leaving my tape on because I'm going to use that to make a really sharp wing. I'm starting in the middle of the lid and working my way out towards the outer corner. I'm staying as close to the lash line as possible, going almost all the way to the inner corner. And then I'm just going to create a little flick along the tape. I was trying to create a minimal wing. I didn't want anything too thick because I wanted to be able to see the lid color. I feel like smaller wings look better on my eyes since they are slightly hooded. I have a minimal amount of lid space to work with, and I don't like to overwhelm it with a big wing all the time. After applying the eyeliner, I can go ahead and remove the tape. Then taking a Morphe G27 pencil brush, I'm going to go into the shade Misfit, which is the color between Lemmy and Vinyl in the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to run it along the lower lash line. I also decided to intensify this lower lash line by then dipping the brush into the shade Lemmy and running it along the outer third of my eye. Then taking another Morphe shader brush, I'm going to go back into my Vice 4 palette and pick up the shade Bones, and I'm going to run it right under the arch of my eyebrow as a brow bone highlight. It's almost like a cool, shimmery cream color, like a cross between a cream and a light gold. It is a shimmery highlight, and I really do like it. Then I'm going to buff it in to delete and diffuse the color a bit with a fluffy blending brush. I'm also taking that same color. Oh wait, actually I lied. I'm sorry. I'm taking the shade Robbery and putting it in the inner corner. I was hoping for like a gold chrome highlight, but it actually ended up being a little darker than what I wanted. I mean, I still like it, but you know. Next, taking the shade Zodiac, the 24/7 eyeliner. It's a dark mossy green eyeliner. I'm going to run that in my waterline to further intensify my lower lash line. I got it in the travel set that included like 4 different Urban Decay eyeliners off of Sephora. Next, taking my Wet n Wild mascara. It's the one I use all the time. It's the cat eye one. I don't like it as much as the Max Volume, but it's in the shade Black. I'm just going to run it on my upper lashes and my lower lashes as well. Not anything too thick or crazy. I didn't even curl my eyelashes this time because I am going to go in with some falsies. Next, taking my Revlon Colorstay lip liner in Nude, I'm going to line and fill in my lips. It's a really light peachy color. And then I'm going to go over top of them with the Colourpop Lippie stick in Tootsie, and take the Lippie stick choker and put it right in the middle, which gives me that extra gloss. I also applied some Morphe lashes in the style 110 black. They weren't as dramatic as I liked, but they worked, you know. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for my next video. See you later. Bye.